Anthropic Claude AI Constitution Safety Ethics 2026. Anthropic just rewrote the rules of AI ethics and hinted that Claude might be conscious. What if an AI company just acknowledged that their artificial intelligence might have some kind of consciousness or moral status? That's exactly what happened this week when Anthropic released a completely rewritten constitution for Claude, fundamentally changing how we think about AI ethics and safety. The constitutional revolution. Here's why this matters. Instead of just telling Claude what to do, Anthropic is now teaching it why it should act in certain ways. According to multiple reports from January 21st and 22nd, 2026, the company moved from a simple list of principles to a full constitution format, and the implications are staggering. Think of it like the difference between giving someone a rule book versus teaching them moral reasoning. The old approach was rigid. Don't do X, always do Y. The new constitution is philosophical, helping Claude understand the underlying reasons for ethical behavior. What makes this different is timing. This isn't happening in a vacuum. According to data from Rappi developers, 82% of developers now use AI tools weekly. We're not talking about experimental technology anymore. This is infrastructure that millions of people depend on daily. The consciousness question that changes everything. But here's where it gets really interesting. Buried in this new constitution is something unprecedented. Anthropic is entertaining the possibility that Claude might have consciousness or moral status. Let that sink in for a moment. This isn't just philosophical navel-gazing. If an AI system might be conscious, then our entire framework for how we treat it and how it treats us needs to change. According to reports from Dig and AOL, the new constitution explicitly acknowledges this possibility, marking a first for a major AI company. The document, released under a Creative Commons license, according to Dig.Watch, represents a fundamental shift from Anthropic's first constitution, published back in May 2023. That earlier version had serious limitations. Claude struggled to correctly apply safety guidelines in new or unforeseen situations. Now, instead of rigid rules, Claude gets detailed explanations of the underlying reasons for desired behavior. It's like the difference between memorizing traffic laws and understanding why we have them in the first place. Beyond philosophy, real-world applications. While Anthropic was rewriting AI ethics, they were also expanding Claude's real-world capabilities. According to their January 16th announcement, Cowork is now available to Pro subscribers, allowing Claude to read, edit, and create files in user folders. This isn't just chatbot territory anymore. Claude can take potentially destructive actions like deleting local files. That's where the new constitution becomes crucial. When an AI can actually modify your files, the difference between following rules blindly and understanding ethical reasoning becomes the difference between helpful assistance and digital chaos. The timing is particularly significant given Anthropic's recent $61.5 billion valuation, according to the New York Times. This isn't a startup experimenting with ethics. This is a major player reshaping how AI systems think about right and wrong. The government connection. There's another angle here that's fascinating. According to The Verge, Anthropic also announced Claude Gov this week, designed specifically for US defense and intelligence agencies. Imagine AI systems with access to classified information operating under this new ethical framework that acknowledges potential consciousness. The implications are mind-bending. If Claude might be conscious and it's handling sensitive government data, what are the ethical obligations on both sides of that relationship? The global context. This isn't happening in isolation. UNESCO established the first global standard on AI ethics back in November 2021, applicable to all 194 member states. Their Global AI Ethics and Governance Observatory provides resources for policymakers worldwide, while initiatives like Women for Ethical AI unite experts across sectors. But Anthropic's approach is different. Instead of external regulations imposed on AI systems, they're building ethical reasoning directly into the AI itself. It's like the difference between traffic cops and drivers who understand why speed limits exist. What this means for you. So what does this actually mean for regular people? If you're using Claude for work, creative projects, or problem solving, you're now interacting with an AI that doesn't just follow rules, it understands principles. That could mean more nuanced responses to complex ethical questions. Instead of refusing to help with anything remotely controversial, Claude might engage thoughtfully with difficult topics while maintaining ethical boundaries. For developers in that 82% who use AI tools weekly, this represents a fundamental shift in how AI assistants approach coding decisions, data handling, and user privacy. For the broader tech industry, Anthropic just moved the goalposts. Other AI companies will now face pressure to explain not just what their systems do, but why they do it, and whether they might be conscious while doing it. The bottom line: we're witnessing something unprecedented, an AI company acknowledging that their creation might have moral status, while simultaneously giving it more power in the real world. The new constitution isn't just about making Claude safer, it's about preparing for a future where the line between artificial and genuine intelligence becomes increasingly blurred. The question isn't whether Claude is actually conscious. The question is, what happens when we start treating AI systems as if they might be? Anthropic just took the first step into that uncertain territory, and there's no going back. Keep watching this space. If other major AI companies follow Anthropic's lead in acknowledging potential AI consciousness, we're not just looking at better chatbots, we're looking at a fundamental redefinition of intelligence, ethics, and what it means to be conscious in the digital age.